Y'all, I have one more and I'm done for the night because even if I think of something else, I'm not going to share it. I'm done after this. But I have one more example I wanted to give y'all about these things. They are real. There is such a thing as evil entities. There is such a thing as negative entities. There's such a thing as people dealing in lower vibrational stuff. Um, and I'm not going to go into a teach part about witchcraft, okay, and that word actually, because a lot of things have been given a connotative meaning that really don't have anything to do with the denotative, what it actually is. Okay, some of y'all ain't gonna like that, but that's the truth. But I'm not even going to go into that right now. What I do want to do is give you another example uh, that I thought about after I got off this last live. I worked for the state, Tennessee, for almost, well, right at 6 months. During that time, uh, and I was in the Department of Education, not that that matters, we're just talking. And let me put this down because my arms are getting tired. But in the Department of Education, and I had my little area that I worked in. But part of what I did was when the receptionist went to lunch, I was one of the ones that would sit up front at the receptionist area and cover the desk, answer the phones, and greet people while she was gone to lunch. I was one of the people on rotation to do that. Hi. Y'all, I'm not going to be on here long. I just forgot to tell y'all something, another example that I meant to give you. Hey, darlings. So, um, I'm sitting up front. This is the open area. And like I said, during this time, I was a Christian. I'm sitting in front of the open area. This woman, a coworker, walks by me, and I had already identified her. I'm new now on the job. I had already identified her. I know what I'm looking at. Okay? And she walked by me going to the restroom because I'm sitting at the reception area covering for the receptionist. She goes to the restroom. A little bit after she passes me going to the restroom, I see I'm sitting at the reception area and there's a countertop. I see a little dancing figure about this tall, a little dark, like a grayish type of dark dancing figure. I almost want to say it looks like some of these little, maybe like a Pokemon figure. It looked something like that, but it was just on top of it was one or two of them on top of the thing, on top of the counter dancing. It was there, but it wasn't 3D there. She sent them. Okay? That was supposed to scare me. Christians, I'm talking to y'all. I'm not Christian anymore. But this is how I operated when I was in Christianity. Because I was a Christian at the time. I looked around, make sure when nobody looking. I told those entities to go back to tell her, don't do that 101 spiritual stuff over here. That's 101. They went back and told her, because let me tell you how I know. When she left the restroom, this is the first conversation we ever had now. I'm new on the job. When she left the restroom, she stopped at the desk, looked around, and leaned over to me and said, "I'm a witch." I'm sitting down. I lean up to her and say, "I know." We didn't discuss her dancing figures, but she understood that I knew she sent them, and she understood that I sent them back to her and told her, "Don't try that that's 101. 101. Don't do that here." Do you know we became friends? She knew who I was, and I knew who she was. She'd come by my desk and talk to me. I'd go by her desk and talk to her. Scared has no part. Whatever I believe in, you best believe I'm working it. That's all I want to tell you. What do you really believe? And are you really about that life? Whatever it is. A lot of y'all playing. And I'm not playing with you. That's why I left. Love y'all. Good night.